Huh? It's not improved. Morning, Deputy Chair.
All right, thank you very much, colleagues. Good morning and welcome to this first virtual meeting of the NCOP. I'm sure all of you are aware that the chairperson is out of the country, and therefore I am chairing this meeting today. Firstly, I think we need to accede to what the Honorable Farmer had requested in our first meeting, that we start our meetings with a moment of silent prayer. So colleagues and staff that are here, let's just observe a moment of silence. Thank you, colleagues. Honorable members, firstly, let me apologize for starting a few minutes late, but I think it was important that we get the technical side of things sorted, because what I would like to see, colleagues, is that all of us have our profile images on our screens, because very often you would have noticed that when we have virtual meetings, the chairperson or somebody will be asking, who is that person there on iPhone so and so, and who is that person on this number, and so on. So I think it will be advisable if all of us can have our pictures, so that we know who we are and who's speaking, and we are able to place a face to the voice. Having said that, colleagues, could I go to item number 2, and that is call for any apologies. I don't see any hands. So can we go to item number 3, the consideration of the agenda? I see the agenda was sent to all of us and it is being screened now. Could I have a mover and a seconder for the agenda, please?
Nonkonyana, I so move, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Nonkonyana. Could I have a seconder, please?
Dlamini, I second, Chairperson.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Colleagues, matters arising from from our previous minutes. There's just 2 things that I have noticed. And one is that on the first page, the 4th line from the bottom, where it says on 11th July 2024, the Joint Program Committee meeting proposed will be preceded by the NCOP Programs Committee. I think it should have read NCOP Rules Committee. Am I right, Secretary? If you go further down towards the end of that page. All right. Yeah, okay, just hold it there, where it says on the 11th of July, the Joint Program Committee meeting proposed will be preceded by the NCOP Program Committee. Is that correct? Or should it be the NCOP Rules Committee meeting?
Good morning, Deputy Chairperson. My name is Benny, and indeed, Deputy Chair, you are correct. I think what subsequently preceded that meeting was the Rules Committee meeting.
Okay. All right. Now, thank you for
Thanks,
that clarity. Yeah. Okay. That being the case, we will ask for that to be corrected. And if we go on to the next page, which flows from this first page, with regard to the debates on the opening address by our Honorable President, I see that the NCOP did not share the view of the NA that we should have this debate. So I'm just asking the Secretary whether there's been any progress on that matter. Because according to the minutes, it should be the two houses should agree before the 18th of July.
Indeed, I think I can confirm now that in terms of the process that there will be a debate and the date has been set as such, and subsequent to that, then the president will be closing that debate.
Okay, so the debate then is scheduled for the 18th, is it? Or
Yes,
19th?
yes, Deputy. I think for 2 days.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Colleagues, are we okay with that? Are there any other matters arising from the minutes?
Nonkonyana again.
Yes, go ahead, colleague.
Chair and honorable members, good morning. There was, in fact, there is in the minutes something. I think the administration can just correct it. The opening of KwaZulu-Natal legislature, there was also an word there, principal instead of principle, because the principle was being followed in all other provinces. I think it's just a typographical error rather than an issue of substance.
I see the attorney is coming through here, the legal person. I can see you using your law cap on this one. Thank you, Chief, Honorable Chief. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think it's just a typo error there. And just to inform colleagues that the
Chairperson.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, Chairperson, and let me greet everyone on the platform. I just wanted to indicate as well those typo errors as the Prince could have done that the Nongonyani. Mine is on the issue of page 3, where it says NCOP consistency period. It was supposed to be written constituency period. So that is the typo error that one could have identified on previous minutes. And that one of principal rather than principal. Thank you.
All right. Did we catch that those two corrections?
We know those, Deputy Chairperson will definitely attend to.
Okay. All right. Also, just to say from KwaZulu-Natal, the address by the Monarch and the KZN SOPA did not take place on the 10th and 11th. That is because the secretary there informed me that they are waiting for the NA to be officially opened by the president, and they will then give us further dates for when they will schedule their SOPA. That's just for information. All right. Could we
maybe just for the correct capturing, Deputy Chair, my humble and sincere apology, so that it is well captured, that probably they were waiting for the joint sitting to be addressed by the Parliament, not NA opening. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. All
so
right.
that they
Thank
captured.
you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that correction. Right. If there's no further matters arising from the minutes, could we then go to item 6, that is the consideration of the draft parliamentary program?
Chair, before that.
So yeah, go ahead.
So sorry, Chair. I'm sorry. In the minutes, it is captured that the state of the province address in the Eastern Cape is the 20th, I think 24th. But it has since changed to the 1st of August, as a matter arising, I was told. And the other issue on matter arising is the question of the departmental budget debates. It is often very good if then our select committees are briefed by the departments before these budget debates. The only issue I'm raising is whether, in terms of the program, still have to be expected to debate these matters next week? And if so, then is there any briefing to the committees this afternoon? Perhaps our leadership can actually update us on that. I know that there are meetings this afternoon, select committee, which I appreciate, but whether then the budget, the departmental budget on APPs will be able to engage with our select committees this afternoon, or before the budget debates next week.
No, thanks for raising that. I think what we'll do is let's conclude item 6, and then the secretary can then advise us in terms of what happens with the budget hearings, if that is in order, Secretary.
Indeed, Chair, I'll just also consult with my colleagues who are in charge of committees as to their plans in respect of briefings to committees.
Okay. Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Yeah, okay, let's go to item 6 then. Who's taking us through the draft parliamentary program?
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Deputy Chair. It will be Honorable Mokwele. No, Honorable Mokwele. Honorable Mokwele. Yes, my ambulance is apology.
No, thanks, Chief Whip, and good morning to the chairperson and all the honorable members present in this meeting. Let me switch on my video. Yeah, the program, can it be flagged there on the screen so that everyone can go through it when I present? The draft first term parliamentary programs. Colleagues, can you go to the next page? Thank you. I think we've dealt with that part, and the issue of the clusters we are done. And I was listening to colleagues when they were rectifying dates in terms of the state of provincial addresses. The Eastern Cape is going to be on the 1st, Free State the 30th, Gauteng the 29th, KwaZulu-Natal, I think there was much more emphasis on that, and Limpopo the 2nd of August, Mpumalanga 31st of July, Northern Cape 25 June, Northwest 25 July, Western Cape the 31st of July. If there are some changes, colleagues, you'll also indicate on that, but those are the dates that we have been given. Can we then move to the next page? I'm going to concentrate on the NCOP and the committees, chairperson. Today is Thursday, and the program committee meeting is sitting, and the party caucuses will sit at those times 10 to 1. The provincial delegates meetings, that will happen from 1 to 2. Then we'll have committees to elect the chairpersons of those select committees. And you'll know, colleagues, that we're supposed to have these meetings from today and tomorrow. So now the program has changed. We have indicated that if there's a change on the program, we'll make sure that colleagues are aware of those changes. So we will have the committee sitting to elect all the chairpersons today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, the 12th of July, we'll have committees. Those meetings are for the briefings of departments. One honorable member has asked of the briefings before the debate. So those meetings will sit tomorrow, and I think the Secretariat will be able to brief colleagues on the time and venues for those meetings. But we are anticipating that they sit at 10 to 1 from tomorrow. Can we go to the next page? Then Monday is the constituency day. Tuesday.
Apologies, Chair. Before you
Yes.
pass the previous slide.
Yes, Honorable
Chairperson,
Dlamini.
before the presenter passed the previous slide, I just wanted to check if the outlined meetings are still proceeding today, or we go straight to committees. The meeting that's supposed to be the caucus and the party caucuses and provincial delegation meetings, are they still going to take place, or those meetings are cancelled due to the revised program, so that we don't get confusion in the process? Thank you, Chair.
Can I?
My hand is up, Deputy Chair.
Okay, go ahead, Honorable Chief Whip.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Chair. I wanted to suggest that we allow the programming whip to take us through the whole program. Then thereafter, we are then able to engage, raise issues that we want to raise in relation to the program, because it will make things much more easier for us to be able to deal with the issues. Let's allow proposals that allow programming whip to finish presenting, the issues that we want to put across, and then at the end we are then able to engage with the program. Thank you, Deputy Chair. And also that there are raise your hand options, so that at least if a colleague want to raise an issue, let's use the raise your hand option, so that we are noted by the Deputy Chair. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think that's a good suggestion. Let us just note any questions or inputs that honorable colleagues would want to make, and once the programming whip has concluded, then we will take your questions or comments after that, honorable members. Continue, programming whip.
No, thank you, Deputy Chair. On the 16th of July, from 8:30 to 9, we'll have the program committee meeting, and committees will continue to sit to get the budget briefings on the budget vote processes from 10 to 1. And then the joint program committee meetings will happen from 9:15 to 10 before the committee meeting. And then we'll have the plenary on the 14th to debate budget vote 3 and vote 41. Colleagues, this you can see that we are going to debate 2 votes in a day because of the time constraints. So that will happen, I think, with all these plenaries, because we don't have an ample time to engage these votes per day. Can we go to the next slide? On the 17th of July, the committees will continue to sit from 10 to 1. Then 2:00 plenary to debate vote 5 and 18. Thursday, the 18th of July, we'll have party caucuses from 10 to 12:30. Then from 7:00 in the evening to 9, we'll have the joint sitting, of which the president will have the parliament address there. On the 19th of July, from 10 to 8, we'll have the joint sitting to debate on the address made by the president. Can we go to the next slide? Monday, We know that we're supposed to, the Mondays are set for the constituency, is the constituency days, but because of time, and we are going to have the joint sitting again, and then the president will be replying on the debate. At 2, the plenary will sit to debate vote 2. And then Tuesday, the 23rd of July, we'll have the Committee of Chairpersons meeting from 8:30 to 9:45. Then committees will sit from 10 to 1. Then 2 o'clock, the plenary will sit to debate vote 13 and vote 33. Wednesday, the 24th of July, from 8:30 to 10, the Provincial Whips Forum will sit. Then 10 to 1, the committees will have their meetings. 2 o'clock, the plenary will continue to debate the votes, which is vote 16 and vote 17. Next slide. On Thursday, the 25th of July, from 8:30 to 10, we'll have the program committee meetings. 10 to 12:30, party caucuses. 1 to 2, provincial delegation meetings. Then 2 o'clock, the debate will happen. That is vote 28 and vote 34. On Friday, the 26th of July, is joint committees. On Monday, the plenary will sit at 2 o'clock to debate budget 40. And then Tuesday, the 30th of July, we'll have committee sitting from 10 o'clock to 1. And then 2 o'clock, the plenary will sit to debate budget vote 36 and 39. On Wednesday, the 31st of July, the plenary will sit at 10 for the appropriation bill. And then on Thursday, the 1st of August and the 2nd of August, we don't have anything there. And then the NCOP constituency period will start from the 5th to the 19th of August. Thanks, Chairperson. That is the program. Thank you, Deputy Chair.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. That was quite a extensive briefing on the program. And yeah, let's see if there are any colleagues that need clarity or any issues that they would want to raise. I can't see hands on my side, so I'll ask for assistance from the table if they can just identify if any honorable members have their hands up so that we can take those.
Indeed, Deputy Chairperson, the hands that we see is Honorable Ryder, Honorable Sitole, Honorable Dlamini, Honorable Mokwili, and Honorable Khadeb.
All right, let's start in that order. Honorable Ryder, could you proceed?
Sure. Thank you very much, Deputy Chairperson. Good morning, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the program as it's been outlined. I have two issues I'd like to raise, please. Sorry, perhaps three. Let's say three, because the one is split into two. The first relates to the schedule of meetings for this afternoon for the election of chairpersons. If I can ask, please, that the final schedule of those meetings just gets sent out to us, so that I know it has changed 4 or 5 times. If we can just get a final confirmation straight after this meeting, that will assist us with the logistical arrangements of getting people to the right place at the right time with the right voting mandate. That's the first one. The second one relates to the budget briefings. Yeah, I was wearing my hat there, my party hat. I'll now put on my hat as the House Chair of Committees. And just raise the flag. I did note that the programming whip suggested that tomorrow was going to be for budget briefings. The committee's office is not aware of any arrangements for meetings tomorrow to comply with that. So I do think it's quite urgent that the programming whip then just informs the committee section so that we can make the necessary arrangements. It was literally 10 minutes ago that I had confirmation that there's no plan for budget briefings this week. So we do need confirmation of that and perhaps specific details. It will also be important for members to be made aware of exactly which clusters will be meeting tomorrow, so that we know exactly what's programmed. So yeah, if we can get that information. The last request, Deputy Chair, would be one to the Chief Whip's office, relating specifically to the State of the Nation address and the subsequent debate thereupon. If I can ask that we get early warning of the allocated speaking times and the dates, the relevant dates for those speaking slots. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that, Honorable Rider. Could we go to Honorable Sitole Joba?
Thank you very much, Deputy Chairperson, and good morning to your good selves and the colleagues. Mine is on the today's program because I need to know the specific times. If there are any changes that are there, can we be told sooner so that we can make proper arrangements? Because I'm getting so many messages. One is at 12 o'clock, the others, it talks about 9:30. Now, but if we can get a clarity around the today's programs, it will be easier for one to get to a meeting earlier and not get lost. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Joba. Yeah, you know, you are not the only one that is getting confused with these different times and so on, but let's get clarity from our Chief Whip. Could we go to Honorable Dlamini?
Thank you, Chairperson. Let us welcome the revised program. I think I'm covered by the previous speaker in terms of the question that I asked earlier on. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Who was the next person? I think it was Honorable Mokwane.
Mukweli, Honorable Mukweli, Chair.
Mokwane, yeah, thank you.
Mukweli. Okay, thanks very much, Chair of the session. We know that in the absence of the Chair, in the absence of the Chair, the Deputy Chair is the Chair. So thanks very much, Chair. Chair, maybe first and foremost, let me welcome the proposed program as presented by our program whip, but also to agree with the Honorable Rider on the issue that we raised yesterday, the issue of communicating the information in time. Like even today, we are not sure as whether the program of the committee today we still, it is still going to overlap up until tomorrow, as Honorable Rider indicated that for tomorrow, as preparations are not yet finalized. But also, Chair of the session, I also want clarity on that on the program of the State of the Provincial Address from Northern Cape. If my memory is serving well, I saw the date of the 25th June. I don't know whether it happened already or maybe it was just a mistake. I just needed that on that. But safe to say, colleagues, the program is clear. It's only for us as members to make sure that we follow the program as presented. Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you very much. Let's go to Honorable Hadebe. Honorable Hadebe, are you there?
Yes.
All right, okay, go ahead, Bongan.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone on the platform. I think that I'll first of all I'll appreciate the program as it stands, and then it shows that we have serious time constraints which we have to address. But my concern here is that the joint standing committees are being scheduled for the 26th of July, and then the parliament budget is going to be debated on the 22nd of July. And then the budget of parliament is handled by the joint standing committee on financial management of parliament. Can't that issue of the joint standing committee on financial management of parliament be brought forward before the 22nd, so that by the time the debate is held on the 22nd, that committee should have got a briefing from the side of parliament? And then number two, Chair, is the issue of the schedule for today and tomorrow. I request that schedule to be flighted here, the one which is final, to be flighted here in this meeting, so that we adopt it formally, so that it becomes part of the resolution of the programming committee, so that does not only end up with the whipper, but is part of the resolution of the programming committee, so that we cannot have anyone say that he or she was not informed on time. So the request I'm making is that Zama must flight it here, and then we formally propose and adopt it as a committee. Thank you, Chairperson.
Very much. Thank you very much. Your comments have been noted, Bongani. I see also the hands of Honorable Numalo and the Honorable Chief Whip Moimang after that.
My hand is up, Deputy Chairperson.
Oh, yes. I also note Makusini, Honorable Makusini. Go ahead,
So now, thank you
Honorable.
No, thank you very much, Chairperson of the session, and my humble greetings to you and other members who are connected. Maybe to welcome the presentation from our programming whip. One thing which I want to say is that on the date of the 26th, they've just written, maybe we can scroll the 26th there so that I can talk something that is in the 26th of July. If it is possible, because they have just written the committees, there's no time frame there, they've just left it like that. So let us check, is it the 26th? Yeah, the 26th, they've just written joint committees Friday, and there's no time allocation there. So it will create a problem whenever we say, because we don't know at what time. So I think it's best that they put on time so that we can stick to the time that is in there. But anyway, I think my colleague has covered me on some of the meetings that are going to take place today, but I'm not so sure as to when, because according to the program, they said bus is going to collect us at around 12 o'clock, but the meeting are sitting at around 10 o'clock. I want that clarity also from my side. Thank you very much, Chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable colleague. I'm sure all those comments are being noted. Honorable Chief Whip, you are next.
Chair, let's welcome the presentation also. Of course, from my side, Chair, is the page that deals with the debate for next week, which is the vote that deals with is vote 3, corporate governance, vote 41, which is water and sanitation.
Sorry, Honorable Chief Whip, can you just refer to the day that you are talking about, or the date?
I'm referring to the June, Tuesday, 16th July and also 17th July.
Go.
Yeah, 16th July and the 17th of July. The reason why I'm raising this I mean, 4 votes, Chair, which is cooperative governance, water and sanitation, home affairs, and also health, is to re-emphasize the point that was raised earlier on in relation to the need for the briefing to take place tomorrow, because we cannot afford we don't have any space to postpone this, because by the 31st of July, we must be done. So therefore, the humble appeal and request that one is making to the chairperson that are going to be elected today, but also to impress upon the committee managers to ensure that preparations for tomorrow's briefing takes place in relation to those 4 votes, because their debate is taking place next week. So that would mean that a preparation must start in earnest. That would mean that the chair that are going to be elected today, with the committee secretaries and the management of the team, must ensure that members are able to get the necessary document so that they are able to prepare themselves today to be ready to engage with the briefings tomorrow. That is the humble appeal that I'm making to the chairs that will be elected this afternoon, so that we are not held back next week when we're supposed to debate. It's just a point of emphasis, Deputy Chair. Thank you.
No, thank you very much, Honorable Chief Whip. I think your request is a reasonable one, and I'd just like to see if there's any comments from the other honorable members. Let's go to the last hand that I saw, that was Honorable Makasini.
Thanks, Chairperson. No, my emphasis was I wanted a clarity where the issue of the venues and time for the meeting of today, because the parliament is too big. Members, if we are not getting time, and the people that will assist us to show where are we going to meet, it's going to cause confusion. We request that the staff be available so that they can assist the members, so that we avoid to arrive late in the meetings. Thanks, Chairperson. Deputy Chair.
All right, thank you very much. I think that that's a reasonable comment. Could we have responses to those questions and comments?
No, thanks, Chairperson. I'll respond to some of the questions, and Zamo and Chief Whip will come in on other questions that were raised by the honorable members. The issue of the 25th of June from Honorable Mokwili, the SOPA has already passed, Honorable Mokwili. That's why you are seeing that date of the SOPA. So they've already done with their SOPA. So there's no mistake there. And then the issue of the scheduled meeting for today, I think Zama flagged the schedule of those meetings and time. And also I know that the issue of transport that needs to be communicated, and the venue also. So, and I want to emphasize also, Chair, on the issue of the communication. I believe that all of us, we are on the WhatsApp groups of those select committees. So if we can get the information from the WhatsApp groups from our secretaries and managers of those select committees. That will help. Yeah, thanks for flaking the scheduled meeting. Those are the times, honorable members, and all those meetings will happen in S26 in the NCOP offices. So let's make sure that all of us, we familiarize ourselves to the committees that we are allocated to, and that all members attend physically, because we want to stress the point that it is the first meetings and we want to elect chairpersons, and all of us, we must be there on time and physical. Other questions, Zama will assist, and the Chief Whip. I think Chief Whip has already clarified on the issue of the briefings before the debate. So on those 4 votes that the Chief Whip was alluding on, that's why we must have those sittings tomorrow to brief honorable members before those debates can take place. Yeah, Chair. Chief Whip, you can assist on other questions that were raised. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Molokwane. Yeah, Chief Whip, if you can come in and just cover the gaps that might have been left.
Molokome, Chair. Molokome.
Thank you, Deputy Chair. We are getting the programming whip. The chair will get our names right.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. The venue, I think colleagues will realize that the venue is S26. And it's important just to emphasize, honorable members, that in relation to this program that is flighted, the inconsistencies that honorable members referred to, something to do with the congestion of our parliamentary program, the fact that the many committees are sitting, but we have limited space, and as a result thereof, the pressure also that we are putting on the committee section, the community manager, in terms of ensuring that ourselves also as the NCOP were not left behind. Hence, we had to push in terms of the program that the chairpersons of committees are elected, so that then there is an infrastructure that is able to direct the necessary briefing that has to take place, so that the plenary can also then entertain debates of this budget. I believe that it's reasonable, given the congested schedule that we have, given the limited space that we have in terms of venues. But more than that, the urgent need to have the first select committee meeting taking place, so that we are able to elect the chairperson, because committees are the engine room of our parliament. Without the chairpersons, we are going to be paralyzed. So hence the area around the changing of time, because you will realize that ordinarily, in terms of what we wanted was to have our meeting starting at 10. But if we had to start our meeting at 10, that would have meant that our meetings could be virtual. But I don't think that it is correct that just the first meeting where we're supposed to meet in person, the committee secretaries, the content advisors, the researchers, and also they're just your PAs. You do that on virtual platform, Deputy Chair. I don't think that that we will be starting on the right note. Hence, we had to push the committee section to ensure that at least this afternoon we start with the sitting of committees, and the necessary transport has been arranged from 12. Members will be moving towards Parliament. We are committing ourselves that by the end of today, we must have elected all the chairpersons, and then those chairpersons make the necessary arrangement with the committee secretaries within the framework of what we have adopted, so that at least come the 31st of July, as the NCOP, we are able to pass the budget. The issue that was raised by Honorable Khadebe in terms of the joint standing committees, I think it's a fair request. Let's see how we deal with that in conjunction with the need to accommodate the concern that he raised. Thank you, Deputy Chair.
I don't know whether Zama wants to come in on any of these issues. Zama, are you there?
Good morning, Deputy Chairperson. I am here. The Chief Whip has responded to all of the questions that were asked by honourable members. Thank you so much, Chair.
All right, thank you. I didn't hear a response with regard to Honourable Ryder's question around speaking times. Was that covered, Honourable Chief Whip?
Well, yes, I think the rules meeting adopted that, if I'm not mistaken, because it is regulated in terms of. Okay, can you just come in there, Zama? Just in terms of, I know that at some point we dealt with this in terms of the allocated, but what will then happen? Probably in terms of, usually what happens, there will be that interaction in terms of the speakers' interaction with parties, and I believe that Honorable Ryder, as the House Chair, we can sort it out. But I know that in terms of the speaking time, it is mainly governed by the percentage that we got in terms of election results, and then we are then able to ensure that other parties will then be able to have the 5 minutes in terms of that is the allocation time. And you can see that in terms of the percentage that parties got, you can see that the African National Congress got 44% in terms of seats. And in relation to various options that were put on the table, the first option relates to normal plenary, and then the option 2 relates to joint sitting. It clearly indicate minutes in relation to when we are dealing with normal plenaries of the NCOP and when it is the joint sitting. So that is how time is allocated in terms of what parties got in terms of election results, because proportionality principles governs the workings of Parliament. I hope Honorable Ryder is okay with what we have here. Option 1 and option 2. Option 1 relates to ordinary NCOP plenary sitting, and then option 2, I believe, relates to joint sittings.
Thank you, Honorable Moimang. Honorable Ryder, are you covered?
Deputy Chair, yes, thank you very much. I think I understand that the list will still come. I am also, it was a preliminary request because I do know that the debate is spread over 2 days. So it helps us tremendously to prepare if we know which day the debating, the segments will happen on. So it was an early request. I 100% accept that that will still be finalized, and often gets finalized only really on the very last minute. But if we can have an early working document to guide us, it would be much appreciated. I hear exactly what the Chief Whip is saying. I know more or less what our speaking times will be. Just the spread over the 2 days will be interesting. But I know that'll come later. Thank you, Deputy Chair.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ryder. Colleagues, anybody that has not been responded to? Honorable Numalo, I think your question around the joint committee's times, I think that has been addressed. Are you okay with that?
Deputy Chair, I think
Chairperson, I'm fine with the response. I'm also very much fine. Thank you.
yes, just to a point of emphasis, Honorable Numalo. Obviously, I think we will give more details, but like as indicated, usually because members travel on Friday, meetings usually take place between 8 and 1 o'clock to allow members to be able to go home, do constituency work, be able to meet their other commitment, whether it's family commitments and also organizational commitment. Thank you.
All right. Colleagues, I think we are done with the parliamentary draft program. I think we can now move on to accept this program formally.
Chair.
Yes.
Chair. I'm sorry.
Yes, I recognize you.
Thank you, Chair. Colleagues, thanks very much. I think the Chief Whip and other colleagues did raise this issue because the select committees, there are some debates next week. And I take it that we agree then that the administration will, together with our leadership, will make sure that our committees meet soon. And I'm worried about the issue of briefing because there was a proposal from one of our members here that these things must be flighted now so that we can know now to be able to whip up all our members to make sure that they attend those important briefing meetings to empower them for next week's budgets. I may just make an emphasis on that, but I would love that before the end of the day, let us have that. The other issue that they must consider in view of the Chief's Whip's point, which is valid, that some of us need to fly early. Some of us have got connecting flights, and we need to leave about 11, some of us, in fact, myself to Mtata, for instance. There may be others to Polokwane, for instance. So clearly, they must take into consideration those and also consider whether we can, some of the committees can meet even later so that we can sacrifice. Because I saw that some members in the portfolio committee, for instance, have been properly briefed, and some of our select committees are not going to be properly briefed. I don't think that is beyond. Let us give our committee members chance. And again, I would appreciate then that the Secretariat or the administration can make sure that all the documentation are sent to all the members of the committee on time so that they can read them through, so that when the meetings take place to whatever time, at least they've got they've already received those packages prior. That would be only my suggestion, Chair. Otherwise, I seem to agree with you that we may therefore adjourn if there are no response at this point in time. But if there are, I will appreciate them. Thank you very much, Chair. Thank you, colleagues, for listening to me.
No, thank you very much for your inputs there. I see one more hand, and that's of Honorable Mananiso.
Thank you, Chairperson. My hand, it was basically on 2 points. One, on the suggestion of Honorable Beki to say that let us adopt the rescheduling of today's meeting so that at least we know that we have agreed, so that when we go outside this meeting, we are able to communicate to our other members. Secondly, it's with regards to the amended program that has been effected, to say that let us get it after this particular meeting, so that we can share with all members, to clarify as well the issue of party caucuses that were supposed to be held, and as well delegational meetings that were supposed to be held. So anything that we have just effected today be sent just immediately after this meeting, so that our colleagues can relax and understand that transport will pick them up at 12 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mananiso. I think your request is a fair one, that we get these amended and updated programs as soon as possible so that we can brief the other colleagues. Honorable Chief Whip, is there anything else before we call for a mover and seconder for this draft program?
No, Chairperson, from my side, I'm ready to see all the chairs of the state committees elected this afternoon. Other than that, I'm happy. Thank you, Deputy Chair.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Chief Whip. Could I have somebody to move that we adopt this parliamentary program?
Chairperson?
Yes,
Chairperson?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. Patrick Mabilo, Northern Cape. No, Chair, I rise to move for the secondment of the revised program. It is quite comprehensive, detailed, and our tasks are clearly outlined. With that background, I formally move for the adoption of the program in its entirety. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Mabilo.
Konyana, yes. Chair, I also rise to second the motion. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, honorable colleagues. I think this program is now adopted, and we can now move ahead. Are there any other comments before closure? If there are none, colleagues, just to inform you that I am not physically in Cape Town because I haven't been given a house as yet. So I don't want to waste taxpayers' money by living in a hotel. So I will join as many meetings as I can virtually, and I will keep myself updated with regard to the budget briefings, and I will be available if members need me at any point in time. If there are no other comments, honorable colleagues and support staff, I declare this meeting closed.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson.